Hey DIYers, Jarrett with Alarm Grid here. Today we're going to be discussing how you're going to arm your arm your Honeywell Lyric into an arm stay mode. Now the reason why you would arm your Honeywell Lyric into an arm stay mode is so that if you were not going anywhere for the day and you were stuck at home, or if you were in an office building and nobody was leaving for a while, but you did want the Lyric to be armed at least, then you can put the system to an armed stay mode. Now, when you put the Honeywell Lyric into an armed stay mode, it does arm your entry-exit sensors and your perimeter sensors. Any interior sensors, for example, like a motion detector, will not be armed. So you will be able to roam around the building or your home freely without setting off the false alarm. Now, if the system were into an armed stay mode and you did happen to fault an entry-exit zone, then you will need to disarm the system in that entry-exit delay period of time that you have set in your Honeywell Lyric. Now, if you were to fault a perimeter zone while the system is into an armed stay mode, then that will set off the alarm immediately, as it is programmed to do so. Now, if you, when you're arming the system into an armed stay mode, you do have to provide a valid user code in order to arm and disarm the system. So the normal code that you would use to arm the system, either into an armed away mode or an armed stay mode, you will need to, normally it is the master code, right? You can use standard user codes, you can use the guest code, and you can use the installer code. Now, if you were to arm the system into an away mode with the master code or standard user code, you cannot disarm the system using the guest code or the installer code. You do, in order to be able to disarm the system with the guest code or the installer code, you will need to arm the system with either one of those codes. Now, I don't really recommend using the installer code to arm the system, either into an armed stay or an armed away, because it does provide a certain security risk if your installer code is programmed to the default, which is 4112. Now, I definitely do not recommend arming the system or disarming the system with a verbal duress code if you are not in a duress situation. The reason being is because if you were to arm the system with a verbal duress code, verbal duress code, but your duress code, or if you were to disarm the system with your duress code, your central station will see that you are in a duress situation and they will dispatch the police immediately. So do keep that in mind when you're arming and disarming the system. Now, if you were a user and you did want to put your Honeywell Lyric into an armed stay mode, you're going to follow these simple steps. So on the main screen, you're going to press security. And on the bottom left, you're going to see the options for armed away, armed stay, and armed custom. So for this video, we're going to be choosing armed stay. Now, as you can see, it's asking for the code. So right now, we're going to use the default master code, which is 1234.
Armed stay.
Now, it is telling you to exit now. Because obviously you're going to be inside of the building while you're putting the system to an armed stay mode, you do not have to fault any sensors or anything like that. So you can basically just stay there and wait for the system to go into an armed stay mode.
Armed stay.
So now the Honeywell Lyric is successfully into an armed, or it has gone into an armed stay mode. So to show you an example of what I mean by faulting an entry-exit zone, I do have a sensor programmed into the Honeywell Lyric right now. Hopefully I don't fault this. And I'm going to fault the sensor, and it is going to have me disarm the system in the entry-exit delay period set of time that we do have programmed into the Lyric.
Disarm system now. Disarmed. Ready to arm.
So as you can see, even though the system was into an armed stay mode, the entry-exit zones will still work. So you will have to disarm the system if it is faulted. And that is how you put your Honeywell Lyric into an armed stay mode. If you have any questions about the Honeywell Lyric or alarm systems in general, please contact us at support@alarmgrid.com or go to our website, alarmgrid.com. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe. And if you want notifications on future videos, please click the bell icon. This is Jarrett with Alarm Grid. You have yourself a great day.